Today I want to give you a quick overview of AirMatch 3.0, which is our biggest release we've ever had, and it has a lot of features that you guys have been asking for a long time. One of which is that AirMatch is now available as a web application, meaning you can go to app.airmatchpro.com, or if you don't remember the URL, just go to the AirMatch website and click Sign In, and you will be able to log in and use all the features of AirMatch through your web browser. Or if you're a new customer, that's where you can sign up, get a free trial, and start using it immediately. No installing of anything. You won't have to worry about app updates in the future. You'll always be running the latest version, and we can get fixes to you more quickly because we can push them straight to the website and you'll get them right away. What this also means is for those of you on Android phones, Android tablets, who've been asking us for a long time, can you support those devices? You now can run AirMatch on those devices by loading it in your web browser. Same goes if you're on a Chromebook or any kind of device that has a browser. Now you can access AirMatch that way. We're also happy to introduce AirMatch Sign, which is our new e-signature platform that's similar to DocuSign, and we still have DocuSign support in AirMatch. But this new signing platform integrates a lot more tightly with proposals and allows you to see when a buyer has viewed a document, when they've signed it. It gives you a lot more visibility into the process of sending out documents for signature. So inside AirMatch, you will see a new button next to the DocuSign button that says AirMatch Sign. The dialog to send a document for signature is very similar to the DocuSign approach. The buyer will receive an email with a link to go to the proposal. Then they'll be able to review the proposal, look through the disclosures, look through everything, and they can actually ask questions. So on the top right, there's a little chat, which will send messages directly to you, and you can get email notifications when a new chat has been sent, and you can chat in real time with the buyer. So if they have questions, you can just speak to them immediately without having to worry about us forwarding emails to you from DocuSign. Works a lot more closely and tightly with that. They can then sign the document, and it's a very simple process for them to review the documents and sign them. And at that point, their signature is added to the document, and you receive a notification immediately that the document has been signed. So you know right away that the signature is complete. They also have the option to decline a signature, and that allows you to be notified right away. And they can provide a reason for declining as well. And when you're in the proposal documents view in AirMatch, you'll be able to see the status of all the signatures that you've sent out. In the manager menu, you can actually view all the current proposals you've sent out for signature and see the status of each of them. So you can see which ones are viewed, declined, accepted, and this is a very powerful feature to keep you up to date as to everything that's happening. In addition, if you want to send out a good, better, best proposal, so you have multiple different options that you want the user to compare, it's a lot more powerful with the new signing platform to see how those are rendered, because we now show an interactive view of each system, and they can click each one and sign that one, which is a lot less confusing than the process that we had with DocuSign. When you send out a proposal that has good, better, and best comparisons, the buyer will see an interactive display that shows them a quick overview of all the systems. They can click the View Proposal button to drill down and see all the details of an individual proposal. And then at the top, they can click Sign to sign that one, or they can go back and choose to look at the details of another proposal in the comparison and accept that one. So this is a lot easier to understand for buyers and much more interactive and professional than the approach we had with DocuSign when dealing with good, better, best. We now also have a way to accept payments from customers right from AirMatch. If you're in a proposal and you're on the Total Investment tab, when you scroll to the bottom, you'll see a new section called Payments, and we can click Send Payment Request and request either the initial investment for the proposal, the total amount, or you can even enter a custom amount. You can edit the customer's email, include a message to them, send the payment link, and they will get an email right away with a button they can click that will go to Stripe and allow them to put their credit card or bank information and send you the payment immediately. So this is a great way to get someone's down payment right away, or even get the full amount of a proposal. This can be set up in the manager menu on the new Payments tab. So if you are not connected to Stripe, there will be instructions here of how to connect. You click a button, it'll take you to the Stripe website. It's really easy to create an account if you don't have one, and you can enter your business and bank information and then start requesting payments right away. In here, you can go back and see which payments you've sent out and the status of them, whether they've been paid or not. So this is another great way to close sales quickly and get payments so that you can start ordering equipment and get your jobs started. We also now have a feature that lets you edit your disclosure language anytime you want and customize it to meet your needs. We've had a lot of people over the years ask for custom disclosures for different regions of the country or different specific needs. And now you can just go directly to the manager menu, go to a new tab called Disclosures, and you'll see all the legal language that's included in the disclosures that are included in your proposals. And this can be edited to your specific needs. So you can come in here, completely replace this text, replace any part of the text, and click Save. And right away after that, when you send out new proposals, all of that disclosure language will be included. So this puts everything under your control. For any changes you have in your state or your region, you can change this language to work however you'd like. We also have a powerful new feature that lets you enter a target profit margin percentage, and we calculate the markup needed to reach that profit margin, rather than the approach we've had so far, which is to just give you a multiplier as the only option to set your markup. So now you have a choice of switching between either approach. If you go to the Warranties and Margins tab in the Manager menu, you'll see a new box here called Markup Type. Markup multiplier is how we've always had it in the past. If you want a 100% markup, you would put 2.0, and that would double all of your pricing so that you would get a profit margin on top of that cost of the equipment. But now we have this profit margin percentage option. So what this means is if you want a 50% margin, that will automatically mark things up 100% to give you that 50% target margin. So now what happens is all the boxes where you would normally enter a multiplier, you can see they've all switched to percentage input now. So now I just put whatever profit margin that I want, and that will calculate correctly. So anywhere you see this in the application where you set margins, it will update all those areas so that you're entering a percentage instead. This is a trend we've seen a lot. A lot of people are being trained now to use a target profit margin percentage instead of a markup value. So really hoping this accommodates those people who are really preferring to tell the target profit margin and have it calculate based on that. We also now have a way to save your favorite matchups and share them across your team. So if you regularly pair a certain condenser with a certain furnace and coil, and you're tired of hunting for those in the dropdown or searching for them and always building those same matchups over and over again, in your unitary builds, you can now save a matchup as a favorite. So if I've selected a condenser, furnace, and coil, you can see up above I have this Add to Favorites star button. So if I click that, it will save in this drop-down up above that says Favorite Matchups. So now I can just go to one of these, select one of them, and it'll load that matchup. So when I'm starting a new gas-electric split system, instead of manually going and picking these, I can just select one from the drop-down and it will load. So this should save you a lot of time, especially if you're trying to train your sales team to use certain matchups again and again. This makes it so you can program those in there and they can just pick them, and you can make sure that they don't match the wrong equipment or match up equipment you don't tend to sell. It just saves you a little bit more time when building your matchups, and it should be a convenient feature if you like to repeat the same matchups again and again. Another way to save time now when you're creating matchups is that we now allow you to enter an AHRI number, and we will load the equipment for that matchup based on that AHRI number. So for unitary systems, if you already know the AHRI number you're looking to build, instead of having to hunt for the equipment, you can go to this Find Matchups by AHRI number box, enter the numbers of the AHRI matchup. You have to enter at least 6 digits for it to search for you. And you can see it's loading all the matchups. You can see their SEER ratings. And once you pick one, it'll load that equipment into the current system. So this just, again, saves you a little bit more time. If you already know your matchup, you can immediately load that equipment. So that's just a quick overview of the major features that we have in AirMatch 3.0, and you can try it out immediately by going to app.airmatchpro.com.